Welcome to the Whitetail Legacy Podcast.
Tomorrow is opening day.
This morning, didn't have a great hunt. Deer didn't move like usual.
We just got set up in the middle of this bedding thicket. We've been saving this spot for the rut. I think it's a nice buck.
Hits a 170.
That was money. I think he's down right over there, 10 yards.
Whitetail Legacy Podcast, bringing you back to the hunt and leaving a legacy.
Baller rut.
What is up, guys?
I forgot you don't have to look at me and give you the okay.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm looking at the screen, looking for squiggles. But here
Whitetail
we go.
Legacy Podcast.
Coming at you. We just like to say that over and over. This episode's different. It's a lot of fun. We had so much fun doing this. It was incredible. So we wanted to do something for the listeners. You guys, we love you. We want to do something different than a lot of people are doing. We wanted to call listeners up, see if they wanted to come on the podcast, talk about themselves, talk about where they found us, maybe an episode they liked, and what they got going on hunting right now. And,
Totally random.
yeah.
Just random.
And we didn't know how well it was going to go, but it turned out way better than we thought it was going to. This is just kind of our style. We like to say send it. You know, that's kind of like our motto here. And that's exactly what this episode is. I mean, we just...
We're just kind of bouncing an idea off each other, and we've actually talked about this for, 2 months or so. You know, how cool it'd be just to have, people that we know that listen and just, that probably wouldn't be able to get on a whole episode and just, say, come on for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So if you're out there and you're listening and you want to, maybe you're like, man, I can't do a whole episode, but, I could do 10 minutes for sure. I can bullshit somebody for 10 minutes, about deer hunting or killing big deer or whatever. Message us, dude.
Yeah, message us. This was a blast. It's a way we can give back to listeners. It lets us know who's listening, and it lets us talk to you firsthand and thank you firsthand for listening and sharing and liking all the stuff that we're putting out. What was the?
It scrolled.
Oh.
Scared me.
So yeah, this one's off the wall. We got Georgia, Mississippi, Texas, Idaho represented in this episode here. 3 guys, called them up, and you guys won't believe this.
That's all we're doing?
Yeah, we're just gonna do 3 guys. Oh, we're gonna add another guy?
I don't know.
Oh,
we can keep going.
yeah. Well, we can keep going. Well, it might be 3 guys. It might be more. We're just gonna have to see how the night goes, how many bush lights we're in, and then we'll decide the number. But yep, we got a lot represented in this. It was super fun to talk to different guys and see how their season's getting ramped up, what they're going. I think we laughed more in this episode than any episode we've ever done. It's pretty much like 90% laughing, like 1% beer popping, and then 9% other stuff. I don't know.
Right? Does that even add up to anything?
No.
All right.
No.
Just a Whitetail Legacy podcast is all it comes
Yeah.
out to.
That's what it equals. XY Legacy Podcast. So this intro is how this episode went, guys. This is just a fun episode, way out there. We hope you guys enjoy it. Like homie said, if you guys want to come on, hit us up. We'd love to talk to you, get to meet you better, and get you on Legacy, get you to talk a little bit. Everybody at first was like, oh, I don't know, and then after it, we get messages, no, this is a blast, thank you guys. So this was off the wall. That's all I could say on this.
For sure. Going forward after this intro, our intros after this, we're going to try to shorten them up. We listened to it and we're just like, oh man, dude, we need to get on that. So we're just going to warn you guys. We are trying to work on shortening up our intros, getting right into the good deets.
Yeah, we're trying to get a good feel. We put a feeler out. A lot of people like that 50-minute hour mark for a podcast. So that's what we're trying to keep it around. Sometimes it's just too good and you got to let it roll.
Yeah.
If it's too good, like when the Last Breath Boys were here, you got to separate it in two. You know?
Oh yeah,
So
you're
it's just
not
too good.
cutting that off.
When they're in studio, it's just like you can't.
The in studio ones are just totally next level.
You just got to keep going because they're just here. The
beer fridge
cracking.
gets hot because we're in it so damn much.
Yeah. So, but we're gonna get right into our partners. Make this sweet.
We're gonna get right into our partners 4 minutes into this intro.
Yeah. ECW guys. Check out the Grunt Tube. We're going to be repping them this year. You guys are going to be seeing them in our videos that we're going to be putting out. I love it.
Different types of wood, different stains.
Yeah. Handmade by a veteran. I mean, all American made, not plastic.
Not plastic.
I mean, you can tell the quality and the build, but I mean, it's just hardy, you know,
right.
It's just real, you know, it's not a plastic deodad that you change, you know, it's wood. And you can engrave whatever you want into it too. I mean,
Yep, custom engrave.
Jeff's got it going on.
5-tone. Check out his Facebook page, Embry
Custom Woodworking.
ECW Hunting Calls.
Yeah.
And then the website is embrycustomwoodworking.com.
That's right.
I was looking at you and you were confusing me.
So get right into Ingram. You got something else?
No, I was just going to say next one.
Yeah, get into Ingram. You guys, this is going to release it getting really close to season. So you guys check out his Facebook page. If you guys have been hearing us talk about his work and you're like, man, I need to check this guy out, Ingram's Outdoor Obsession, Facebook, Instagram. Check him out. See his work. This guy's putting in high quality work, man. The mount that I have over here in the corner compared to the mount that I got on the other side of the corner, let's not even talk about the loose antler mount. So.
Yeah, right. If you guys want to email him, it is Chris Ingram. So it'd be ChrisIngram 929 at Gmail. Chris Ingram 929 at Gmail. If you have any questions about anything, you know, shipping, or if you can, if you're coming here out of state and you need to leave a buck, he's done that multiple times for people. Chris is a really good dude, and he's doing some really badass mounts. He's here in Oneida, Illinois, which is about 8 miles from us, right?
Yeah.
If you need to call him, 309-351-6334. If you need to hear that again, just hit the -15 and play her over.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to him. Just had his third kid, had a boy. I just messaged him. They're finally getting settled into the house. He said the third one was a game changer. He said the eyes are open. So
it is a boy, though.
Yeah, it's a boy.
That's his first boy.
Yeah, so he's probably excited about that. So. All right, the VIP. Let's hit him with the VIP shout out first. We're going to switch it up on him. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
So on this episode, we had Paul Cinneground, and we literally just met this guy, like he says, 24 hours ago. Really good guy. He loves. I said, hey man, check out an episode. We had a guy on there shooting a 197-inch deer. And he's like, yeah, you know, I just like to get my kid out there. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm down with that too. And like that just talks about, you know, the type of guy that he is. I mean, after that, you can just tell he's a good guy. Sent us some pictures of him hunting with his daughter. Super cool. We love that stuff. So, and then he also had listened to a couple episodes and noticed that we did the VIP shout out. So he sent us one from himself. And since we had him on this episode, we figured this would be a great time to do that. So one of his friends' daughter just signed up for the Army, and she leaves for basic. She left for basic on September 10th, and her name is Cameron Williamson. So Cameron, we want to thank you for signing up for the Army. We wish all the best of luck for you and all your safety and serving this country.
There you go. Yeah, Paul's a great dude. Like I said, we love it when people message us, reach out to us. Don't feel like you're ever bothering us, because that we podcasting, the funds you get, it ain't there. We're here for the community. We're here for the learning. We're here for the meeting people, and it's hard to meet people if you guys don't message us. So,
right? Yeah.
So we love them, man. We did the sticker for the Podbean review. Mm-hmm. Man, we got so many messages of people, and just big shout out to everybody that messaged us from that. I love that stuff. I like to hear what you guys like about the episodes, what you guys don't like.
I think when people like us just now just say, hey, message message us or, interact with us, and then, it happens for 2 weeks and then it falls off. Like, we haven't fallen off yet. We're going 9-10 months, however long strong, and we're still asking for people to get in there. I mean, we're busy now, but...
Yeah, I mean, the Facebook sometimes, I might not get right back to you because it gets piled up, but it's fun. We love interacting with people that listen to this podcast. We want to know what you guys like. We want to go what you guys didn't like. If you think that I'm a terrible speaker, you're probably right. I mean, I already know that, but you can tell me.
Right. And you might get in a group because somebody's in there and you want to interact with them, and then next thing you know, they're never interacting with anybody. That's not the case with us. Like, we like to talk to you guys. We like to message back and forth.
And we've made really good friends from this podcast, just from people message us out of the blue, and then here we are. We're messaging them out of the blue, and here we are. We're just best friends.
We're planning hunts.
Yeah, we're planning hunts together and stuff. So, we are finishing up on the VIP. He just sent us some broadheads. He said they are trash panda killing.
Trash panda.
I've never heard trash panda before. I assume he's talking about a coon.
Yes,
but I can't wait to try them.
He said
wicked.
They'll kill some squirrels.
Yeah, they look wicked. I'm excited to try them out. I think they are kind of a specialty item. I don't know if you can get those or not anymore. I'm not sure.
I haven't seen them yet, so I can't tell you exactly what they are.
I'm pretty excited.
I'm taking his word for it. If he says it'll kill, I know it'll kill.
Yeah, he knows what to kill. The guy's got a engineering master in how to kill a deer 101.
Right?
Yeah, it's in a book.
A couple magazines.
Yeah, it's in a couple magazines.
Veteran Innovative Products on Facebook and veteranip.com. Get your order in. Season is coming at you.
Check out your Walmart if you can't find them there.
Yes.
All right, Sitlock, the newest sponsor. Check out the.
You say newest sponsor. I mean, they've been around the block now.
Yeah. Check out the Oz 400, man. I mean, that thing is rocking.
Versatile.
Yeah.
Versatile.
A great price. Versatile when other Oz units might be harder to get, or they might be more, higher priced.
Right.
This you can find at any Bass Pro, any Cabela's, online. I know they just got a huge shipment in of Oz.
They had so many boxes there.
Yeah, so... And big shout out to Scentlock in general, man. They do a lot for us. Ryan won a suit. They're talking about giving away a hunt on there.
They gave us a $20 gift card.
Yeah, they gave us $20 gift card. I mean, shout out to them. They've been doing a lot, supporting this podcast too. I mean, that's huge. We can't thank them enough. But yeah, check out the Osrado 400.
8-hour battery life.
Yeah,
only
ozone machine you need, whether you're at home, at the gym, in the field, in your truck. I mean, it's so versatile. I like that it's so small and handy.
Right.
It's light. You're not packing in a bunch of gear, or you're not packing in a bunch of stuff in a backpack.
You can make your own ozone closet with it.
Yeah, and then I like the tether strap, man. You just hang it up on a bow hook and you're ready to go.
Anywhere.
No mounting. Yeah, no mounting brackets. I could hang it on a deer antler in a room and you're ready to go,
Yep.
Hang it on a doorknob. I mean, anything. Hang it on the beer fridge. I mean, make sure the beer's nice and odor free. Yeah. That's always number one. You gotta read up on that.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. Like I said, this episode was fun, a little different. We hope you guys enjoy. Reach out to us if you guys want to come on an episode like this. Message us and be like, you know what? I think I'd like that.
As much fun as this was, we're gonna do this again.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just.
We were talking about we'd like to do it just since this was our first one. We want to make this an episode, but we'd like to do it maybe. Release it, not as a regular episode, kind of just as like a bonus material.
Right.
But we'll see how it works out, see how many people want to do it. We might just call you up one night, message you, and be like,
right.
Hey, man, you want to come on? So, all right, here we go. Getting into the nitty-gritty. Hope you guys enjoy.
Let it rip.
All right, we got Bryant Threadgill on the line. I didn't murder your last name, right?
No, you killed it.
All right.
Perfect.
Right on. This dude, we just called him out of the blue, got his number. He's working out in the gym right now. This is awesome. We're doing the listener episode, so this is all about you, man. I want you to tell people kind of how you found us, what your season's looking like, and tell us about In Our Nature too. Hit us with that.
All right. Well, I mean, you guys actually found me
Yeah, we did.
in the beginning. And,
This guy's got the best flow headband wearing dude I've ever met. You guys got to check out his Instagram, get some selfie pics. I'm telling you, you want to see his face.
I appreciate that. I work hard on it. Not really. Yeah, I mean, I just, like I said, y'all reached out to me and kind of wanting to do the normal guy and his everyday thing on y'all's podcast. And so I was like all for it. And then I started listening to you guys. And I mean, that's just kind of what I was looking for at the time. Somebody that's not always interviewing the famous guy that everybody knows, but just the normal guy getting it done. And, that's all I am, just a normal working class man that loves to hunt and fish and, all his money doing that. So, that's go ahead.
No, one thing I really like is, you're in our Snapchat group and you'll come across something and you'll be like, whoa, everybody hit the brakes here. And be like, what are we talking about? I love them Snapchats. It's like, we'll release an episode and then maybe an hour and a half later, oh, Brian is typing a video Snapchat from Brian. I'm like, oh, here we go.
You'll be like, I didn't like this, man. This has got to go. Or this was good. Yeah, we like that stuff, man. We love it.
I just got to call y'all out sometimes,
Oh, yeah, you got to. That's what keeps us in check, man.
Yeah.
You got to do that. So, tell us a little. You're about to go on your first elk hunt, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that's super exciting. I'm jealous. That's gonna be. You're gonna do it all DIY, as they say, right?
Yes, sir. So I'm up here. I talked about just a normal guy working all the time. Up here in Idaho, and excuse me, sir. And a great thing about Idaho is there's a ton of over-the-counter units for non-residents. So, I just talked to like the guy at the archery shop and kind of asked him what would be a good call for a first timer over the counter. I don't have a lot of time to drive, and he hooked me up with a unit, and I went and paid my tags and my license fees, and it was a little expensive out of state, but and for the past couple months I've been trying to get in some kind of decent hiking shape to go up those mountains, and then just listening to tons of podcasts, trying to get ready and learn. And it's going to be a learning experience for sure. More of a go kind of learn some things than expect to go out and kill. I just want to see some elk, get in some elk, and if I get an opportunity and get lucky enough to take one, then that would be incredible. But
what's your caliber of elk? Are you gonna shoot first elk you see, or what's your plans there?
So in my mind right now, if I see an antler bull that's legal, he's getting an arrow.
Yeah, that's how I would be too. So
at least I'm flinging an arrow at him. Yeah, I'm not I'm not trying to go in there and kill the biggest elk in the woods or the mountains, whatever they call them up here. But like I said, I just want to learn and, try to be successful and take home a cooler full of elk meat.
Getting in some bugling and stuff, getting in the middle of that'd be epic, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. That's all I'm really wanting to, I just want to be in there. That's why I'm going. I don't know exactly around here, but everything that I've read and listened to, the peak rut of elk is middle of September. And so I may go up there this weekend and scout around and get an extra workout in, but I'm going to hit it for like 4 or 5 days, like the 15th, I think. And I got my dad coming up to help me pack out meat if I get lucky and film for me. So
no, that's awesome. Yeah.
Man, if you had if you had like a really good scouting, if you did go here in a couple days and see some good stuff, man, dude, that would just get me over the edge, ready to go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know I got one of those map things that on the. I think I did like base map. It was cheaper than everyone sees the Onyx thing or whatever. But anyways, I kind of got some spots picked out that I want to go check out this weekend and see if I can see some sign at least, and then if I can get some eyes on some elks, and then hope that they're kind of in the same area. in a week. So
Heck yeah. So even if you're not successful on a bull, you're still going to release that footage, right?
yeah, I mean, if I
I was
get some
going to
good
say,
footage,
yeah, because I want to
I'm
see
gonna
it.
put it out.
Yeah, I want to see
Yeah.
it. 'Cause that's probably going to be like our first elk adventure. We, just like you, we know how to kill deer, kind of, but we know nothing about elk, So,
Oh yeah.
so it's going to be cool to watch a first timer just like us to be out there. So,
Are you gonna shoot a cow if it comes down to the wire?
I haven't decided yet. I might. I mean, we have so much venison that I don't like need the meat, but at the same time, I'll probably go ahead and pull one. If the only logistically, my deal is I'm not sure if my dad's flying up here, if he's gonna drive, and I don't have like a freezer up here that I can store all the meat. Like I'm renting this tiny apartment with this freezer that's like the size of a microwave. So, so I don't really. That's kind of like my only concern is if with the bull, I'll figure it out. I'll pay.
you buy a freezer, yeah.
Yeah, I'll pay to fly it back, but I just don't know if I want to figure out how to get a cow elk back just to say that I shot a cow.
Right.
Yeah.
When I know I'm going to be shooting 3 or 4 does this year and hopefully a couple bucks, whitetails. So
have you had elk meat before?
I've never actually had elk meat. So
man, this shit is good.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard from people that love venison, that elk is better. So
Yes.
I'm kind of like on the fence about just shooting one just because I want to try it too.
Yeah, well, tell people where they could possibly see this footage in before, and then tell them a little bit about In Our Nature, what you got going
on. I mean, it'll be on YouTube, just In Our Nature Outdoors. You type that in, all my videos will come up. And then I think I'm going to start doing stuff like full videos on Facebook too. So it'll be the same thing, In Our Nature Outdoors. If Facebook lets me post me shooting an animal, I don't know. It's getting so ridiculous now, but that's another conversation. And then my Instagram is Bryant Threadgill. I think if you typed in Our Nature Outdoors, I would pop up as well. That's where most of my content is, on Instagram. And as far as just In Our Nature Outdoors goes, it's just this thing I started last year, just wanting to film all our hunts and share it with everybody, and then kind of show people that kind of the same thing is that anybody can do it, the normal guy can do it, and just showing that how fun it is to get other people into the sport and taking other people out, and how much of a benefit you can get out of that versus killing an animal yourself. I got 3 buddies that have never shot a deer that want to come out this year and shoot a doe. I got another buddy that is going to buy a bow like in a week or 2 and start shooting. He wants to, learn how to hunt. So I'm not saying that that's the reason why this is all that's happened, but, I feel like it's kind of played a part. And so that's cool for me to see some results, just being able, getting other people into the sport, and showing that not everyone's
a professional.
I guess,
just like
a
us.
professional.
Right.
Yeah, that just goes out and that's all they do is they hunt deer and they scout deer and they edit footage, and that I work however many days a week and still try and go out and get footage and then have time to hunt and edit and all that stuff, but anybody can do it. So that's kind of part of it.
Well,
There's
we appreciate
other small
your
things, but
we appreciate your time, dude. We'll let you get back to hitting the weights, but we just want to kind of do this special episode for the people that are really making this possible for us, and we can't thank you enough for all the shares and likes and comments and all the listens. You're making it possible for us to do this, so we thank you, man.
Well, if I didn't like what you guys were doing, I wouldn't be helping y'all out. So I love what you guys are doing, and keep doing it and keep giving back, and just keep hitting me up on Snapchat, and I'll keep making you laugh and making fun of Duncan.
I'm gonna shout this out. The intros to the private Facebook page I think you won, man.
Ooh.
Justin was good, but I think you won, man.
Yeah.
I think you won.
When he got the handgun.
Yeah, when he got the handgun. I like when he was like, "Hey, hold this, babe."
Right?
I was like, "Okay, this is getting real." So props to that too. So, all right, man, we'll let you go. Thanks
All
for
right.
spending a little
Y'all have a
time
good
with
one.
us. All right,
Yeah, thank you.
bye. All right, we got Justin Duncan on the line. What is up, man?
Oh, not too much, dude. Just trying to beat the Mississippi heat, man.
Yeah, we're up.
I thought you were having a hurricane down there right now.
Hurricane's passed. It was supposed to come right up through our house, but it went a little bit east, so we kind of dodged the bullet. My food plot didn't get no rain, so that kind of let me down a little bit. But it is what it is. We've been getting some evening showers, so we're pretty good.
How's them peas looking?
Dude, planted the peas 3 or 4 weeks ago, something like that. They're already up waist deep.
Wow.
Waist deep? Peas get that big?
Waist deep in some places. Most of it's like average about knee deep.
Yeah.
We got some places that are waist deep, and the deer are starting to come through. I had scarecrows in there to keep the deer out so they can get on up because I've got a little small plot. It's not nothing huge.
Yeah.
And so I pulled all the scarecrows out, and they're starting to come through and just nip the tops out of them. So hopefully I got them high enough where they can sustain themselves with
I'd
with a
say
little
you
bit
did.
of deer pressure.
I'm going to have to brush up on my pea food plot here.
Yeah. So we wanted to do this listener episode. You've been with us from the way back. What episode was it?
Episode 14.
Episode 14, man. How's the ride been?
It's been awesome, dude. Y'all went up like big time. I was listening the other day. I'm like, that's a pretty cool episode. Whenever y'all, I think it was a couple weeks ago when y'all had, what's the guy's name that does the documentaries?
Blood Origins?
Robbie.
Yeah. When y'all had Robbie on, I was listening to it and I was like, episode 40. I'm like, dude, it feels like it should be like episode 400.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it feels like we've been doing this forever.
Yeah, it does. It's been fun though,
But
man.
yeah, it's been awesome, man. It's been real awesome. Y'all grown a lot, and I've learned a lot. I mean, just listening to y'all and the guests that y'all have on, I've learned crazy amount of stuff, dude.
Yeah, mostly
Y'all have no
just from
idea
the
how much
guests.
I've learned.
Yeah, mostly from the guests, not from us. You learn how not to act while on air from us.
Pretty much the only thing I'm teaching anybody is how to properly open a bush light.
Yeah, that's the only thing I keep him around for. Turn the soundboard on, crack a beer, let's get this thing going.
Let's let the other people tell us what to do right.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, we'll learn from them.
Yeah, that's for sure. But yeah, man.
That's pretty cool.
Big shout out to you for all the shares and likes and listens. We can see how many times people's listened. You've been rocking it for a long time, man. We appreciate it. Glad we met, man. We became really good friends, and you know, just it's weird how stuff works out, but that's pretty cool.
I had no idea. I had no idea about Illinois and all that. I mean, I just thought it was another place to hunt. And then I met y'all, and my eyes are open, and now I'm starting a little savings account so that way I can try to make a public land trip up there. Not this year. We'll try to go next year, but
I got a
There you
stand.
go,
I
there you go.
got 100-inch buck picked out for you, man.
that's a mountain. That's a Mississippi mountain right there, boy.
All right. Well, why don't you tell the listeners a little bit about yourself, and then we'll go. We got to hit your Outdoor Chronicles, Southern Outdoor Chronicles too. So just go ahead and tell them about yourself, and we'll start from there.
Yeah. I'm Justin Duncan. I'm from Southwest Mississippi, a little small town. Basically, it's surrounded by national forest, but it's real hard hunting. I mean, the deer and turkeys are stupid, like crazy, knowledgeable about people. I mean, it's nuts. I'm a plumber, construction worker by day, and got a little side business. I try to pay for my hunting with, and try to hunt every chance I get. I got 2 boys that I try to get them out there, but trying to pry them away from the video games gets tough sometimes. I know it's fun. But,
Hell yes.
But we get out there and we chase them and chase squirrels. I try to take them on the small game stuff. Try not to get them into the deer stand too much because, I mean, it's hard to get a 7-year-old and a 3-year-old to to stay locked in a deer stand, in an open deer stand, for more than 30 minutes or an hour.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, we're just hunting. The style of hunting I do is totally different from what y'all do, because I'm more of a small property hunter. I mean, I've got two places. One of them's 26 acres and one of them's 27 acres, which I've got the national forest, but it's really hard hunting. But I hunt. I'm happy with 2.5-year-old deer. I mean, I'm stoked. A good little 8-point, good little basket rack 8-point. I'm pumped. I mean, and there's no lie about it. A doe, I mean, I just get the shakes. A doe walks in the food plot. I'm not planning on shooting it. I'm still shaking out the deer stand. It's nuts. But I just started bow hunting a couple of years ago, and last year was my first year to do it full time. I got a decent setup, and now I'm going to try to start filming my hunt, so I'm adding the extra layer to it. But, I mean, a lot of people talk about huge bucks and all that. You give me a 2.5 or a 3.5-year-old deer, and I'll send an arrow through it, boy. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's what we love about this podcast. We say it all the time. Everybody hunts different, and whatever gets you jacked or whatever you want to do, get out there and do it, man. And like I've told you multiple times, you ain't got to come up here and hunt public. We'll get you in the stand, brother. We love you.
Hell yeah.
All it's going to take is just let me come down there and shoot like 3 pigs and a gator or something. You know,
nothing crazy.
I'll switch it out for a 130, 140 all day.
Oh, heck yeah.
So
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I can get you on some pigs.
Yeah, open invitation on that. You know that already, though. But
well, coming up to your season here, I want to hear. The other night we were Snapchatting back and forth. I want to hear about this junior high. Was it a junior high 7-pointer?
No, it's a 3-pointer. It's
junior high 3-pointer.
He's like super tall. He's like about 4 or 5 inches above his ears. He's still not state legal in our state. I think it has to be like 10 or 12 inches wide. I have to freshen up on that. But we don't have a point restriction. We got a width and a main beam length restriction. I don't think he's legal. He's a super young deer. But I killed a 7-point last year out of that same stand, or just 100 yards from there. And the 7-point was, I mean, like thick, heavy, but he wasn't but like 11 or 12 inches wide. He was just barely state legal. And this deer has the same kind of build as he is. So next year he's going to be a beast. In my eyes, he's going to be a good deer. But I call him my junior high 3.
Dude, you Snapchatted that to me. I mean, it was like 3 a.m. I was at work. I think you were getting up, getting ready to go to work. And you said the junior high 3-point. I just lost it.
It's a good name,
That's
man.
the sweetest name I've ever heard.
Yeah. It's a good name.
And that's the only buck I've got on my property behind my house. I mean, that little bitty young buck, I've got plenty of those. I've always got 6, 8 does in a group coming through the food plot just about every evening, every morning. But it's something about there's a soybean field. We don't have much ag at all, hardly any ag. But there's a soybean field about a half a mile through the woods from my house. And as soon as they cut that, they should be cutting it. If this rain will clear out, probably this week or next week, next week or the following week, they should be cutting it. And then a lot of them bucks come to my little small scope of woods. And, I mean, it's all like Donkey Kong there.
There you go, man. Well, we hope for the best season possible for you. I hope you shoot a 110-inch buck this year, man. I do.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm going to hear the Ric Flairs from Mississippi up
Hell
here in
yeah.
Illinois. So tell people about Southern Outdoor Chronicles, and then we'll let you get to your second side job for the night.
Yeah, it's the Southern Outdoor Chronicles. It's me and 2 buddies down here where I live. We just started it up just to kind of document some of the things we do. I mean, we do everything from trout line and catfish, a little bit of boat fishing, but most of it is centered around deer hunting. And we're not professionals by no means. It's a lot of cell phone selfie videos that we talk about our hunting stuff, and we just kind of got hooked up with some tacky cams this year and a couple GoPros, and I got one camera that all 3 of us are gonna share. So we're just trying to do our thing. I mean, we're just having fun with it. Nothing serious. Everything's light. we have fun. We got a couple little field staff things we do, and we have fun with that. But it's really nothing. I mean, we're going to shoot a couple does and shoot a couple forked horns and have a blast and hope everybody else enjoys it and tries not to take huge bucks too serious. I know we want to kill huge bucks, and we really do. We want to kill 150s. But, I mean, it's not possible in a lot of our places we hunt. So a 100 or a 90-inch buck comes by, I mean, shoot, we're going to smoke him and we're going to throw it on film and we're going to smile the whole time we're on film.
And then you're going to throw him on the grill.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Yeah, you can't eat the antlers, son.
Well, if anybody that's listening to this right now doesn't go and like your page to follow you guys this season, I think they're just plumb crazy because you guys are
hilarious, man. I love
it.
I can't wait till your personality comes out in the videos because it's just gonna be awesome.
Okay, so say he does shoot a 110-inch buck this year. Can you see his reaction on film?
God, it's gonna be so sweet.
It's gonna be epic.
We're gonna be cutting cartwheels and stuff.
You thought 72,000 views on your video is huge. This thing's gonna go big.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
All right, man. Well, good luck. We appreciate everything that you do for us. You know, listening, sharing, liking. We try to return the favor as much as possible.
Oh man, yeah, shoot. Well, I appreciate y'all befriending me and all the advice and help that y'all gave me over this past little while. We've kind of been friends and everything, and all the stuff y'all done for me. I mean, it means the world to me, and I love talking hunting, and I appreciate y'all talking with me. I can burn out some people, but I ain't burnt out y'all yet, so I guess
good luck. Yeah, good luck. We got your goodie package about to come down, headed south too.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for that.
Heck yeah.
All right, man. We'll wrap this up.
Just holler at me, man.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up. Thanks everything for you do, man. We appreciate you. Have a good night.
We'll holler at y'all later.
Yep. Later.
All right. Bye.
All right, we got another guy on, another listener. It's Paul Cineground. Where are you from, Paul?
I'm from Shoutout, Georgia.
What was that? I'm sorry.
We talked to him for 5 minutes and he's all fine.
Yeah.
Hit the record button.
Hold on. I'm here.
There you go.
Are, yeah. Where are you from?
I'm from Shoutout, Georgia, and I was going to tell you, it's a very small little place on the map, and I don't have great service.
No, well, we appreciate you coming on with us. We're trying to do something a little different here and shout out our listeners. And big shout out to you for listening, man. You're making a couple Illinois boys' dreams come true just by you hitting that little play button. You're doing a lot more than you think you do, and you've been messaging us quite a bit and really putting an effort out to grow with us and be a follower. So we can't thank you enough about that. But if you want to just kind of tell people a little bit about yourself and then how you found the podcast.
Yeah. I'm 30 years old. I love to hunt, so that's basically what I use Facebook for, and I found you guys on Facebook, and so I actually downloaded the Podbeam app just to get your podcast.
Nice, man. We appreciated that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I never really listened to podcasts before, so, when I saw that y'all had one, I said, you know what, let me check it out, and I got on there and started listening to a couple of them, and you know what, I really like what you guys talk about. Man, you guys are funny, and you talk about a lot of stuff that I like, and, the average guy that hunts, that's me.
Right, and I mean, that's kind of our message with this whole thing, I mean, anybody can, hit up, the jury team or, Lee and Tiffany, but, I mean, it's not really relatable. It's not like, there's more of people like us than there is the people that are making a living in the industry. And, we try to target the normal guy or, a small hunting team that works 40, 50 hours a week and then, they're producing a show on the side and it's good quality. But, that's one thing that we try to do is be relatable.
Get the untold stories out there for people like you and us can relate to them and say, you know what, maybe, I could do that. I could go hunt off the ground and kill a 196-inch deer,
right?
Just like on James' episode. So So
Yeah, I actually listened to that episode. That was like right after he fell out of the tree, right?
Yep. Fell out of a tree and crutched out there and shot a buck. Unbelievable, man.
I know.
Unbelievable, but yeah, he's got pics of camo crutches draped across the buck in the after he found the deer. So super cool.
You know, he could have used those for like some blind sticks.
Yeah,
right.
Material across them.
Yeah, something. He better have them mounted in his house. That's what I would have done.
hung at least one right underneath his mount.
Yeah. So what's your season looking like this year? You got any good trail cam pics or anything like that?
I got 2 8-pointers on the camera. One of them's young, and I really want to let him walk if I can just convince the neighbors to not shoot him this year. That's going to be my main issue. But I have another one that I really like to take out. He's a little bit more mature, but he's a kind of cold buck, I guess you'd say. He's got a little bit of bad genetics. His left side kind of goes straight out to one side, and then it just kind of got some stickers on the end of it. So I was just going to try to take him out this year if I got a chance.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
I love them unique bucks that are just off the wall, different like that. There's a lot more character and a really cool story to the deer. So
I was saying, hey man, that deer you got on the wall, man, don't be ashamed of that one because that's a really nice deer.
Yeah, that's a really nice deer. Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing about him is I never saw him on camera, not one time.
Yeah.
I've been watching a big 8-pointer, probably 4-year-old, had a nice body on him, and then he just disappeared. And I went out there Thanksgiving morning, and at 7:30 he came out, and he was at 18 yards when I shot him.
Wow.
That's the sweet zone right
there.
there.
Yeah, that is a sweet zone. Yeah, that's what like it says, man. You hear it all the time. You know, it could happen anytime. You know, and you're like, man, it's never gonna happen. But then it did. Never seen the buck. You just cruise out there, hunt, trying to put in the work, and finally pay it off. You know.
Yeah, that's actually my first buck that I've ever shot, and I've been hunting collectively probably at least 6 years.
Yeah, man, it took me a long time to shoot a nice buck like that. Yeah. It took me more than 6 years to shoot a nice buck like that. So, yeah, we love when listeners share bucks like that. We're for any. You know, we talk about shooting big deer on here, but we understand different states and different places. I mean, down in Georgia, I'm sure that is that's a good buck here. So I'm sure that's a great buck down there. You know. So
for where I live at, yeah, it's pretty good. Actually, I've had a lot of people tell me they've hunted all their lives and never killed deer like that before.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, we just podcast with the guy from Mississippi that's got the same thing going on. He's looking to kill about 110 inch this year. He said so. We love those stories, man. That's the best thing about podcasting is we get to meet so many people like you, and then you get to realize that we're all good dudes. We're all just out there trying to hunt and have a good time and doing it because we love it, you know. So we can't thank you enough for coming on and spending a little time with us, you know. Homie's got something. Go ahead.
Yeah, just from messaging with you here, I wanna hear what you're doing with your daughter in the outdoors.
So actually just let's see. She doesn't live with me, so I get her every other weekend.
Mm-hmm.
She lives with her mom. But this past weekend, we spent some time out at the lake. We fished a little bit. Then on Labor Day, we actually got up early. Got scent control down. Went out, checked the feeders, and checked our cameras, and checked out some public land over in the next county over that we're going to plan on hunting. And she enjoys going out there. She takes the rangefinder with her, and she looks through it, and
Nice. I do that to my boy too. I'm like, how far is that tree? Just to try to keep him entertained,
And you said she was 8?
Yeah, she's 8.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's props to you for getting out there and showing her how cool the outdoors can be. And I'm sure she'll be right there hunting with you eventually. So.
Oh yeah, I have actually got a crossbow too, and we've been working on shooting it. And she's getting pretty decent. She's still not where I would actually let her take a shot at an animal yet, but she's getting there. She can group it at about 8-10 inches, but I still like to get her pretty close at 30 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good, man. Keep practicing, and she'll get better. And I think one thing about the outdoors is, or even shooting a bow, is you lose the phone, you lose the technology. You know what I mean? So then it's just a one-on-one connection with you and your daughter. So I think that's super awesome. That's like when I take my boy doing something, you know, it's a one-on-one connection. He's not watching a YouTube show or playing a game. He's, you know, just focusing on me, and he's entertained that way. So I think that's a major thing for them, and it's huge props for you for getting her out there.
Yeah, I mean, those are memories that'll be there forever, and that's time that you won't ever get back if it's spent doing something else.
That's correct, man. That's a great message right there.
Can you tell the listeners how long that we have been talking to you? Because I feel like when we do this listener podcast, somebody's going to think that we're just picking a bunch of homers.
Yeah, yeah.
So I want you to tell everybody how long that we've been talking to you.
Less than 24 hours.
Right?
I know. That's how wild we are.
Or pretty close to it. I'm thinking it may be pretty close to it, because I was actually out of town and in Albany working a couple hours away, and I was laying in my motel bed, and I got on there, and then we started talking, and I was like, man, I hope I ain't driving these dudes crazy.
No, we love it, man. That's what we love, and that props to you for coming on. You know, we just met, but we sincerely want to thank our listeners for listening. You know, you guys do a lot more by hitting that play button than you think you do for us, and this is one way we think, you know, what if we just ask these guys if they want to come on for 10 minutes and tell a little bit about, and just make it about them, you know what I mean? And that's kind of our way of just giving back to our listeners, just saying, hey, we really care about you guys.
Even during a normal episode, you know, I know we've kind of cut it out here and there, but, you know, somebody will stumble up and they're like, oh, man, hey, sorry, you know, and, you know, we say, yeah, we can fix it, but we always say that this is our podcast, but it's your episode, you know. It's just directed on you, and whatever you want to say, you can say, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But man, I tell you, the ones that I've listened to, I listened to a couple today at work. The one with Matt and Cindy, you know, talking about the veteran broadheads. Really love that one.
Cindy is a baller, man.
Mm-hmm.
We want to have her on just for an episode, because I think she's a killing machine. She's so cool.
I was amazed at the 4 hogs at one time with one shot.
Yeah, there's a guy who's with that hog log. He's gonna put out a video pretty soon, and he's gonna see how many he can get lined up with it again. It's coming out very soon, so I've been seeing the Facebook videos of it. They're prepping it up. That hog log gets them lined up, and then, you know, they just send it.
Did you see the guy that posted the video about hog fishing?
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
Dude, I gotta see that.
They do some crazy stuff down there in the South. You should probably know all about it down there.
Paul, Matt's actually got a VIP group that you should be able to get added to, and a lot of people share stuff there, questions, tips, harvest pictures. So you should look into that.
Yeah,
can you send me that info?
Yeah,
we'll get it to you.
It's a pretty cool Facebook group. We share stuff on there. A lot of other people share pictures, you know, what they shot, or, you know, what they got going on. It's just a little group of people that shoot the veteran and or just like the veteran idea. A lot of people don't shoot it that's on there, but they like the community and the supporting veterans that it brings. But we don't want to take up a ton of your time, man. We just want to, you know, say that we appreciate what you do. We hope you continue to listen, and now you get to listen to yourself talk.
Right.
Sometimes it's weird. It'll be weird at first. You'd be like, oh, man, this is kind of weird, but then you get used to it.
After about 5 episodes of hearing myself talk, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's what I really sound like.
Yeah, I always sound different to myself. I'm like, that's not me talking.
Yeah,
that's
not me.
That's you talking.
Yeah, I really sound like a 12-year-old.
Right.
Well, we appreciate you taking the call, man.
Yeah, man. Anytime. I appreciate you having me on, and y'all keep up the great work, man. I love the show.
Thank you.
All right, man. We'll talk to you later.
Yes, sir.
What'd you think of that, man?
Dude, so fun.
It was so fun, man. That was good. Shout out to Justin, Bryant, and Paul, man. Thank you guys for coming on. We hope you guys enjoy listening to yourself, listen to the other guys. You guys all crushed it. It was so cool. We had a lot of different personalities on there too.
Yeah, Bryant was working out.
Justin just
Duncan
got done
was
with the side
basically
job.
side jobbing.
Yeah, and then the other guy just got home from work.
Right.
So this is real world hunters right here. This is what everybody does, and we just got right up in their grill tonight and and got them on the podcast. These guys are probably like, man, these guys are out there. But hey, we kind of are. But we want to try something different and see how it goes.
Yeah, I don't think any other podcast is doing that.
No,
not any that I found, and I'm everywhere.
Like we said on the intro, if you guys want to do this, send us a message. Another comment. If you listen to us on Podbean, hit that follow button. That helps out a lot. And there's also a little comment button there. And if you want to comment on about an episode, or you can comment, "Never do this again. This is terrible," or comment, "That was awesome. I want to come on," or something. Hit that little comment button, and we'll see that, or Facebook message us or whatever. We'll see that there, and we'll get you lined up to come on the listener shout-out episode. That's what we should title this one.
We can title it whatever you want to, big dog.
I think that's what we need to title it.
Right on.
All right. Whitetail Legacy out. Oh, hang on.
I was going to say, I let you just free roll right there, and then you don't even do the intro that you told me 20 hours ago you were going to do.
I want to do something kind of like how this is flowing. We're always trying to do new things, and season's coming up, so...
Your face right there.
What? What is going on over there? People they're already hung up. They're always like, this is over. This is over.
No, your face right there was just like wide-eyed. Season's coming up.
I'm jacked, man.
It's late September, dude.
I'm jacked up, man. It's coming. But I just want to say, make some memories and try to leave a legacy. And Whitetail Legacy is out.